How should you build Teq Blue Kaioken Goku's hidden potential? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan battle video here for you today. We are talking about the Golden Week TUR Teq Blue Kaioken Goku and how to build his best hidden potential. This one is actually pretty surprisingly very straightforward compared to most other units we've had recently. So we're going to talk about how to build him up in this video. So let's go ahead, let's hop in, let's take a look at his kit. He is a Reps of Universe 7, full power, category Key 3, HP 200%, and attack and defense 170%, with an additional HP attack defense 50% for those on tournament participants or superheroes. His super attack effect is greatly raising attack and defense for one turn, causing immense damage, and sacrificing 5% HP. He activates an entrance animation when there are 2 or more tournament participants or Reps of Universe 7 allies on the team. Now, this can include him and himself, and that'd be enough to activate it. He guards all attacks, gets defense 170%, and an additional super attack for 3 turns. He gets Key 3, attack defense 200%, high chance of performing a critical hit, high chance of evading enemy's attack, and randomly changes key spheres to Teq key spheres. When attacking with 12 or more key, he gets an attack and defense 200%, defense 100% with 70% or more HP, or attack 100% with 70% or less HP. With 1 or more Teq key spheres obtained, he gets an additional attack 100% and launches an additional super attack. When all allies attacking in the same turn are Reps of Universe 7, he gets an additional attack 70% and chance of performing a critical hit 30%. When he activates his revival skill, he gets guaranteed guard for the rest of the battle, defense 170, launches an additional super attack, and chance of performing a critical hit and evading up to 20%. Now, his revive can be activated through a standby that can be activated from the 4th turn from his entry turn. Once he enters standby, he becomes a Kaioken times 10, and he is now massively raising his attack for the turn while causing immense damage and sacrificing 10% HP. He now has Key 10 and attack 200% and changes all key spheres to Teq. When attacking with 10 or more key, he will get 159% attack, and for every key sphere obtained, he gets an additional critical hit 10% and attack 10%. So he becomes a little bit of a nuker here. He gets a chance of evading enemies' attack 10% within the turn before attacking as well. So with 10 or more, he's got 100% dodge, and you're probably getting all 23 if you're grabbing these key spheres with him. But now, when he gets 10 or more key spheres, he also gets an additional super attack. And when his revive is active, he recovers 70% HP, activates his finish skill with an additional 159% attack. His finish skill is a counter revive, which counters with super intense power. This is the same multiplier as the GT Duo, and it can be activated for any ally who procs the revive, so he doesn't have to be the exact one to die. So that's really, really nice. So all in all, right, his main function is to build up attack, well, not even build up, to just attack, dodge, and be ready to launch that finish skill whenever you're ready to proc it, whenever that might be in the battle. So the question is, what would be the best hidden potential to take advantage of what he's doing? Well, we can see here, right, in my opinion, the best thing to give him is additionals. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Celtic, right, on his standby, he's sacrificing 5% HP, or 10% HP, and on his base form, Kaioken, he is sacrificing 5%. Why would we want to give him additionals? Well, here's the thing. It is actually quite beneficial to him to do this. And that is because of what it allows him to do, right? Like I said, his main function is attacking, and you want him to do as much of that as he possibly can. So if he's not attacking, then he's not dealing damage, and then he's his damage is already kind of lower compared to other TURs, so you need to take advantage of it. The reality is the 5% HP loss in base actually helps him more than it hurts him because of the HP condition here, this one here, 70% or less. It procs whenever it procs, right? So if you say you're at 80% HP and you launch 2 attacks, that third attack is going to get this additional attack 100% boost, right? So the 5% HP actually does help him. In his standby, the 10% doesn't matter because before attacking, he's dodging anyways. After attacking, he's dying. And you're activating the finish skill because his dodge goes away after attacking, right? That's the whole point of the character. So this actually doesn't mean anything. So the advantage of additionals just allows him to do more damage when he's in that standby and to make the most out of that turn. He actually can have a pretty decent turn if you let that play out. So just food for thought. So with that, as far as we're concerned, right, 25 is the way to go. And we know that, you know, as a tech type, this is going to be sort of the best he can get. He can get 15 with your skill orbs invested in him, which will bring it up to 25, which will equate to a 50% chance to do an additional super attack. Now, as far as what to put for his sub, I recommend going dodge. You can get 9 base out of him, right? You can get 9 base out of him, which is probably the best way to go. Or you can, if you have the level 10 skill orbs, you can get him up to 19, which is pretty useful. It's not the best, but it can be helpful. So I do recommend going sub dodge. He does not need critical hit because because when in standby, he's got guaranteed crit. He's got guaranteed crit with every key sphere obtained, and then of course with here he will pick up the critical hit once he gets the revive. So honestly, it's really not necessary at all to go crit on him. So this is my best recommendation for his hidden potential. Guys, that is it for the video. That is the hidden potential for the Blue Kaioken Goku. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, how would you build Kaioken Goku's hidden potential? Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.